Hi, my name is Shanna, and you're watching Spiritual Shanna. And today I would like to just walk through how to fucking let somebody go. No glue, no motherfucking borax, because this shit is motherfucking hard, and nobody likes to tell you how motherfucking hard it is. And I'm a cut off game warrior. I cut people off bad, 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 bro. And even for me, it's hard. Like be thinking about people and shit, remembering the good parts and shit, remembering how much times they made you laugh and shit, remembering all the sweet sentimental parts. But it's hard because of all this stupid shit that they did as well that pushed you to the point of you guys needing to separate. And it's just really difficult because then you really be missing them. You really be missing them. And especially in Mercury retrogrades like this, it's kind of you kind of want to reach out sometimes. Well, not me. Y'all stay safe though. But I don't know, I don't know, for real, it is truly, truly fucking hard. Y'all couldn't pay me for this shit for real, for real. Absolutely not. Like thinking about people, constantly dreaming about people, constantly missing people, wondering how they are, and it's not something you probably are doing intentionally, and it's probably not even something that you're doing consciously, but it's definitely something that you're doing, and it's also adding to the missing them. It's adding to the nostalgia. It's adding to the good times and memories, honestly, because your mind sometimes tricks you into thinking, oh, I'm thinking about this person, I truly miss them, I want to reach out. No, no. Your mind also remembers trauma too. Yeah. You're but just because your mind remembers trauma doesn't mean your body wants to live through it again. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes our brain just keeps thinking about things to get our head wrapped around it. And sometimes I also feel like when we're constantly thinking about the good times, we're constantly trying to I feel personally, for me, now this could be different. I'll walk through the different possibilities of what that could look like. But for me, I feel like sometimes I'm trying to convince myself that maybe I didn't make the right choice. Maybe I did act too rash. Maybe this, maybe that. Maybe there was so many good times. Was I bugging? Was I bugging for real? Was I bugging? But I wasn't fucking bugging. But for some other people, it could just be oh, you just remembered something, or something made you remember of them in a specific moment in a specific time. For real, sometimes it's just your brain just being triggered and remembering a specific scenario between you and that person, whether this is an old friend, whether this is an old romantic partner, it don't matter. Situation, it don't matter. For real, bro. Should be on my head, heavy, heavy for real. Need to let that shit go for real. But 1 second. Nobody tells you how motherfucking hard it is for real, and it's really something you do have to walk through, cause I be like I just said, heavy on my mind, heavy on the mental, and then your brain be doing these backflips trying to make you think of the good times. Damn, ho, damn, it's not that deep. They were not that good. I promise you. But sometimes you as well. Fuck, fuck. I'm all over the place, but still, I need you to follow me. Sometimes I feel like me thinking about the good parts all the time and trying to make that outweigh the bad parts is me trying to convince myself that I made the wrong choice. But in those situations, I feel like I need to double down even further and tell myself exactly why I left that shit alone. And list it out detail for detail, bullet point for bullet point. If you want to write it out, you can write it out. You can journal it out. So whenever you find yourself reminiscing and constantly like contemplating about it and like thinking about reaching out, you go open up that book. You go think about all the different things that they did. Think about that and think if it really does like if the good memories really do outweigh that shit. Because for me, people gonna be slimy and greasy even when they're being and nice to me and smiling up in my face. So that's how I justify my cutoff game because people really do be fake for real. People really will be smiling in your face for real and still be hitting you on the low for real. That's my experience. That's bro. Yeah, bro. Like that's my experience. I don't know what your experience is, but that's my experience. So people really will be smiling up your face and hating on you for the low. Like so I really can't even fathom like, oh my god, those were good times. But sometimes I really am just delusional. I really am just fucking delusional. And sometimes I really do just let's keep aware of just the good parts in the situation, but I'm not peeping that they're side eyeing me. I'm not peeping that they're constantly making belittling jokes until way motherfucking after, bro. And that's when I peep that shit's weird. Bro, bro. How do you let someone go? No motherfucking glue, no motherfucking borax, especially when it's so complex. It's never just like, oh, they're a shitty person, or like, oh, they're a shitty person, or they were a really good person and they did nothing wrong. Like, it's always some complex, nuanced shit. Like, for real, like, why do people always gotta be some type of anti-hero, some nemesis, some frenemy, and all that bullshit? Like, bro, why can't we just keep it like black and white, bro? Because life is not like that. Life is not fucking like that, bro. And it's really motherfucking hard and difficult to to navigate these situations, and that's so fucking real. That's a real fucking thought, and that's a real motherfucking experience. It is motherfucking hard to navigate these situations. And you know what? First of all, congratulations for even leaving that situation alone, leaving that friend alone, leaving that ex alone. Like, congratulations, but this is the motherfucking hard part. You just gotta motherfucking move on. Sometimes you get that thing and you can just move on in the middle of it, and then you could do the cutoff. Baby, I'm a stand 10 toes down, whether it's impulsive or whether I've been planning on it for a minute. Like, I'm a cutoff for real, but like I'm not doing the mental cutoff yet, but I need to do the physical cutoff for real. And then I'm left with the mental. Like I'm remembering my ex. Ugh, I don't even want to say that's my ex. I'm remembering like this. I'm just gonna say for the sake of the video, I'm just gonna say ex, bro. I'm gonna get over it and just say ex. So I remember my ex from like a couple years ago. Like I had the hardest time letting that bitch go. Like for real. Like they were terrible. They were just like disgusting behavior. Like the way they talked to me, the way they treated me, like it was just ass. Like it was all types of ass. Like there was just nothing like cute about that guy for real. Like there was nothing cute about it. And there was nothing like a saving grace about him at all. Um but but even though I cut it off, because I'm always the one cutting the shit off, like I still couldn't stop thinking about him. I still couldn't let that shit go. And you know what? We could get spiritual for a second and we could talk about how um there was like a low key a tie there, or like people are just actively manifesting you, or you're actively giving them energy by constantly thinking about them, and they're constantly pulling on your energy by constantly thinking about you. So there is that spiritual aspect too, but like at the same time, we all have willpower, and someone can't just easily manifest us back without you deciding to go along with it. Do you understand? Someone cannot manifest you without you being like, okay, and going along with it. So there was part of me that was like, that didn't let him go. I knew he was terrible. I knew he was ass. I was complaining about him to my friends all the time. Like, I knew he was ass. I just couldn't let it go. And even then, when I went back, and it wasn't even me going back for real, it was me being a fucking menace and me like causing another argument, being playing with his motherfucking feelings, making him cry. Like I just wanted like a little bit of revenge. Like I just wanted like a little taste of yum, a little taste of goodness. Like guys, like this is a safe space, y'all, right? I hope this is a safe space, y'all. I hope this is a safe space. But yes, I was literally like I was trying to make him cry. Like I wanted him to cry. I wanted him to feel the pain that I felt in that whole motherfucking situation. I wanted to make him feel how I felt. And that's why I couldn't let it go because I wanted to take revenge into my own hands. I wanted to control everything. I wanted to control how he feels. I wanted to control how he would get his revenge, like how he got his karma. Like I wanted to control all of it. I wanted to be the one to serve it. And I think partly that's why I had a hard time letting him go in particular. So I'm also noticing when people really do you dirty, when people really do you grimy, you will be remembering, you will not be like letting it go. It's either one of the two things, one of two things. It's either you find yourself constantly getting mad as shit for all the shit that you let slide that you didn't peep before, or two, your brain is constantly trying to be like, well, they did this and they did this, and this was really nice and sweet, and this was also really sweet too. You really liked when they did this too. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm gonna address both of it. I already addressed the second one. So if your brain is trying to make you think that they're a good person, first of all, that can be true. They can be a good person, but they weren't a good person to you, and that's okay. And that's okay. They just because they're a good person doesn't mean they were a good person to you. That's okay. You are allowed to kick them to the curb because of that and that alone. You don't need to look holistically at them. You could just kick someone to the curb because they were shitty to you and you alone. It don't matter. You are deserving of respect. And I also do think you trying to like convince yourself that this is a good person and that you were doing too much also comes down to self-respect. Why do you think you don't deserve to cut somebody off that was being disrespectful to you? That's also something that we need to question. That's also something we need to journal. That's also something we need to think out and reflect upon. But number two, if you find yourself constantly getting mad at this person, constantly reminiscing on all the fucked up shit that they did, like all the grimy ass shit that they did, like, bro, like just being mad, disrespectful, moving mad, weird, like, it's because you literally want to have that karma. You literally want to serve them that karma. You want to control how they made you feel. You want to control it. You want them to feel how you felt, bro, and you're remembering that shit, you're getting mad, you feel played, bro. One, I need you to calm down. One, I need you to calm down. But two, like, once you let that shit go, they'll actually get their karma. Yeah, I know that's not what you wanted to hear, but it's motherfucking true. Once you actually surrender and let that shit go, yo, whatever the universe got for that person, you know what? Whatever the universe can do, they're always going to do it better than what I can do. So you know what? They're going to get it way better than what I could ever serve. So you know what? I'm done. I'm good. I'm letting that shit go. They're going to get their karma when they get their karma, and that's okay. Whenever they get it is whenever they get it, and they could get it 50 years from now, and that's okay. And you need to let that shit go. You cannot control their life. You cannot control the karma when the karma comes and how the karma looks and how much pain they feel from. No, because you want to know what? Then you're setting up karma for yourself. Just saying, it's a trap. It's a trap because the thing about justice is you actually have to believe and trust in justice in order for justice to actually work and in order for justice to actually play out in the way it's supposed to. You cannot take justice into your own hands because, my friend, that is vengeance. That's not justice. That is vengeance. And baby, you will face some karma. You will do some motherfucking time for that. You will do some motherfucking time. And you know what? And this is coming from a retired crash out. Hey, hey, for real, like, no fucking judgment for real. Like, no judgment for real. Like, no judgment. No, I cannot judge you. Y'all better not be judging me. Y'all better not be motherfucking judging me. But I know I cannot judge y'all. So, you actually do need to let that shit go in order for them to experience any type of karma. Stop wishing them bad and just stop thinking about them and the karma will actually appear for them. Stop trying to control that shit. Stop trying to control it. For real. And I feel like that's like one of the two main reasons that people usually feel like there. I feel like those are one of the two more prominent reasons why people have a hard time letting someone go because they're so mad, so pissed all the fuck shit that was done to them, or and they're having some people pleasing, self respect issues, and they don't think they deserve to cut somebody off that was disrespectful to them because true deep down they feel like they did something to deserve that. And that's fucked up too. That's fucked up too. That's fucked up that you're in that situation and you think that's a little bit like deep down inside that you did something to deserve that bullshit. Nobody did something to deserve that. You did not do something to. I know I didn't. I know I did not do anything to deserve that. So I'm not letting people back in. I'm not letting people back in. Like, but you know what? I will talk about the last group. Sometimes, sometimes your brain, sometimes people do fucked up shit. Sometimes people are disrespectful. Sometimes people do move. But what about the people you had to cut off and none of that shit happened? None of that shit happened. So my thing is, if it was truly healthy, if it was truly healthy and it ended in a mutual and healthy way, why the fuck are you still thinking about them in this way? I don't know if you're thinking about them with grievance. It's okay to grieve the actual relationship itself, but it's not okay to constantly be like thinking about the person, wanting that person back. It's okay to want what you had back, but the person, if it was truly healthy, why are you acting like this? And I feel like those are good questions we need to be asking ourselves. If they truly were not problematic, why the fuck do you care so much? Because if you guys truly ended on a fucking good note, if you guys truly ended mutually, you wouldn't really have much to miss because it just died out. The fire went out slowly, gradually, and gracefully, not abruptly. So it's leaving you like still anticipating for something else. No, it's ran its course. So if it ran its course truly, what the fuck are you still missing them? That means you're creating a false narrative of that connection in your mind. And you need to do a little more time deep diving on why you actually left that bitch alone. I'm not gonna hold you. You need to do a little more investigation of why you left that person alone. Because sometimes it really do be us like romanticizing everything. It really do be us like, oh, they weren't that bad. Oh, they weren't this. Oh, they weren't that. Oh, they were a really good friend to me. So why are you guys not friends anymore? Did you realize that you deserved better? Did you realize that how they were treating you, you could be treated better, but like they are not gonna be treating you in that way that you wanted to be treated in? I hope that makes sense. Did you realize that they do the bare minimum? Did you realize that like literally everything I'm motherfucking saying doesn't necessarily paint the picture that it was healthy? It paints the picture that you were suffering in silence and there were no loud arguments, there was no loud no visible abuse, there was no visible violence, there was no visible any of that, but it was silent suffering. I'm waking shit up for you, huh? No glue, no motherfucking borax. This video is a motherfucking wake up call because it's hard. Bitch, creating slime with no glue, no borax is hard. Sometimes damn near impossible. But you know what? You gotta wake shit the motherfucking up. You gotta wake it the fuck up in order to really get the fuck what is really going on. In order to really understand and comprehend everything, you need to wake it all the way the fuck up. You cannot pretend you know what's going on and you don't know what's going on. I'm waking this shit up for you. So it's either one of three things. It's either you are creating a delusional image in your head about what that connection was, which is making it hard for you to actually let go of that person. Two, you are suffering from people pleasing tendencies, which also is colliding with your self respect or lack of, making you think you did something to warrant that disrespect. Last but not least, you want to just take karma into your own hands. You want vengeance. All three of these reasons are valid. They're all valid. I'm not here to judge because there's all been me. I've been each and every single one of those. Each and every single one of those reasons have been an experience of mine. So I'm really not here to judge. I'm I don't even know what to say. I'm just not here to judge at all. I'm just trying to help you get to the bottom of this. But I think the last part to actually let somebody go is to know that it ran its course. That sounds weak as fuck. That's some weak shit. I don't know. It's some weak shit. It's not that profound. It's not that intellectually smart. It's not that Nobel Peace Prize winning speech. But like it's ran its course. You're not supposed to run into anybody like that again unless wait, if you had learned your lesson. If you had not learned your lesson, you're going to experience someone just like that again. So you don't gotta miss them for too long because you're gonna get someone just like that again. But really taking this time while your brain is like constantly pushing that shit into your head, use those three things. Use what your brain is telling you to your own personal benefit, bro. If you're constantly angry about not getting the fucking revenge that you want, like, bro, like, how will you be able to peep shit? How will you be able to like move? How will you be able to spot shit? What did they do that you knew in your heart back then felt weird? And How can you remember and utilize what you've learned from that relationship in order to not be in another situation like that again? Who were you in that situation that you cannot be anymore in order to not attract that shit again? Because sometimes it do be us just being willy-nilly crazy, but I don't want to say crazy. That's not what the word I'm trying to say, because I feel like there's too many connotations with that. But like people pleaser, someone that got run on, walked all over, someone that's always doubting their intuition, always pushing aside their feelings, always putting people's feelings above theirs. Like that's probably the type of person you were in that situation, to the point where they were just disrespecting you every step of the way and you weren't saying shit. You weren't doing shit. You probably weren't going to stand up for yourself. You probably weren't going to put no shoe down and walk away. Like, you were just taking the disrespect, taking the abuse. And this is not me victim blaming in any way, but I'm really, literally, I've been the person and I've been in all three of these scenarios. So I can say it and I can call you out on this shit too. You didn't come to watch this video for fucking nothing. You came to watch this video for my help. I'm giving you my help. Bro, you took the disrespect. And how can you ensure that you're never going to take that disrespect ever again? How can you ensure that you know that you don't deserve that disrespect? And once you see that disrespect, you call that shit out immediately. Immediately. And you're not going to sit there and pretend like shit's cute and shit's fine. You need to show some tangible change from you in that situation, from you outside the situation. And that's how you stay clear of people in from your past, by constantly evolving, by constantly learning from people that you've dealt with. The second part, like the people pleasers who thought deep down that they did something to deserve that. They thought that they did deep down did something to deserve someone like that, that they're not good enough for better. They're not good enough for someone to actually love them, for someone to actually be nice to them. They're not good enough to actually have real fucking friends. Like, people do think this shit. How are you like, you're for this scenario, your mind is trying to convince you that this person's actually a good person. And I need you to answer this question on your own. But what is the first moment, or and just the most prevalent moment that made you be like, bro, you're weird. Oh my god. Oh my god. Bro, but what is like the most prevalent moment for you with that person that made you be like, bro, you're weird as fuck? Like, bro, why would you ever say that? Why would you ever do that? That's like weird. Like, why are you being so, like, why are you being rude as fuck for no reason? Like, you know, if they're this good person, what was like the most like outrageous shit they've ever done to ever make you be like, like stink face for real? Like I need you to remember these moments, because a lot of people probably don't see what you see. And when you're a people pleaser, you don't see what people see. You won't see what people see. You do have rose colored glasses on because you're so quick to think less of yourself and put the other person on a fucking pedestal. The other person can do no wrong, but you can do wrong. So if they do something, it's because you did something to deserve that. But I promise you, how do other people feel around them? If you think that you're so this, you're so that, okay, fine, cool. How do other people feel around that person? Do other people feel good? Do other people feel like, or are they feeling like you? Are they always having something negative to say? Are they always like just keeping it cute because they don't want to say too much with that person because that person's disrespectful as fuck? Like, I need you to peep game for real. For real. Okay, you think less of yourself. But what does everybody else think about this person too? If you're all thinking about it, that means you're all fucking crazy? Or does that mean you all are sharing this similar consensus about this person because you're all seeing the patterns? Because sometimes you need to. I hate having to rely on other people's validations for shit, but you know what? If you are just at that point and you just can't trust yourself, that's also something you need to work on. You need to see how other people feel. Because I promise you, other people feel the same way. You're not fucking crazy for picking up on that shit. But last but not least, no, no. Oh, last but not least for this situation, make sure, like I said prior, make sure you're actually making tangible changes from within that connection to outside that connection. Who were you in that connection? Why were you so quick to believe that you deserve less? Why were you so quick to believe that you deserve the disrespect that they were giving you? Why were you so quick to believe that? Why were you so quick to believe that it's okay for them to walk all over you? Why are you so quick to believe that? Do you understand? So who the fuck are you after this shit? Who the fuck are you after that person? What did you learn from that? How can you not be that old you? What are the changes, what are the necessary changes that you need to make upon yourself in order to not ever experience someone like that ever again? Becoming more confident, more self-respect, self-esteem, like self-worth, like, and drop the people pleasing. Put your feelings above others, bro. Put your feelings above others. Yes, yes, yes. How I feel is how I feel, bro. And that's enough. And that's enough. That's enough. Last but not least, for the people who are delusional, like this is kind of similar to the last one, but technically in this situation, the partner does no wrong. But that's just because you're delusional as fuck. You're crazy as fuck. You have rose-colored glasses on, and you're accepting bare minimum, and you don't even know. You know, your partner is supposed to give you compliments. Your partner is supposed to be nice to you all the time. Your partner is not supposed to give you attitude 80% of the time and nice to you 20% of the time. Your friends are not supposed to just be nice to you 70% of, no, like 30% of the time and mean to you 70% of the time, or constantly having you as the butt of the joke. Those are not friends. Those are not friends. Those are not people you should be around. Um, and it doesn't matter how you feel about the person. It don't matter how much you love the person. You need to learn to put emotions aside and actually see things for what it truly is. Does this person respect you? Yes or no? If you say yes, how much? How much are they? Is every single capacity that you would have? Oh my god! Oh my god! In every single capacity that you would use to measure love and how much this person loves you, are they doing the bare minimum? Yes, you need to leave. You don't deserve that. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop trying to romanticize that situation. Oh my god, you guys were just so happy. You guys were just the best of friends. No. Baby, you wanted to elevate, they wanted to stay the same. Because they were doing bare minimum in their life. And you wanted to be on the up and up. I'm speaking from experience too. I'm not pulling shit on my ass. That definitely was experience. Like, I wanted to be on the up and up. I wanted to have big dreams. I wanted to have all this shit in the world. And I had someone in my life that didn't. They wanted to do the bare minimum. Their bare minimum was their highest goal. That was their dreams. Their dreams was not to have dreams. Their dreams was to meet tangible goals that anybody can meet. They didn't want to do a lot because they didn't want to ever try to fail. They don't want to fail. So they don't want to do a lot. I fail all the time because I'm still willing to keep trying no matter what. That's why that person is not in my life anymore. It's not fucking easy letting someone fucking go. It's not easy at all. But you know what? It's fucking worth it. And once you fucking surrender, you will get new people that are for you. You will get better people that are for you. The old person will get their karma. The old person will get people for them. They will get people for them. You will get people for you. But make sure you are never putting yourself in that same position where you should ever cross paths with somebody like that ever again. The fuck? Okay. I'm gonna do a quick little segment of thumbnails. Okay. Okay, bye.